character version of yourselves? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it's me. It's just a heightened version of myself.
Right.
And I think in real life, I'm still very much the essence of Daily Grace, but maybe just a little bit more relaxed, because I don't think if people can tolerate Daily Grace for about 5 minutes a day, but if I was that 24 hours a day, I think I would not make a lot of friends.
Do you watch a lot of stuff on the internet, or do you?
Yeah. I mean, I watch you guys, and I watch a lot of things, especially coming from like a comedy place, to make sure that I'm not copying someone else's idea, because that's a huge thing that people will rail on you for, not only on YouTube, but in other social media networks, like even Twitter. People get accused of like using other people's jokes a lot of time, the same way stand-ups do stand-up comedy, and they get in trouble for trying a new version of someone else's joke. So a lot of times you try and just make sure that you're not doing something that's already
being
out
original.
there.
I was actually watching Grace for a while there, and my bye started sounding like the way you say bye, and everyone was getting me in the comments for that. I'm like, I don't sound like her, and then I watched a video, I'm like, oh no!
Oh, interesting.
What did I
So
do?
people are noticing that when you say goodbye, it sounds like Grace, and commenters are telling you that.
Yeah.
Boy,
and
that's
then-
hard, man. It's hard to be performing and reading reviews about your performance as you're performing. I mean, it's really, you have to read your comments as you're creating your show. That's hard.
Well, one thing that's, one thing that's kind of nice about that is the fact that a lot of times, like shows and whatnot, they'll like try so hard to get surveys and reviews on their shows. We have free access to the most honest feedback that helps you make the next video better. It's immediate, well, maybe not always constructive, but you can take it constructively and just help it. Like, I think my videos get better and better because I'm learning where I'm the best at.
Now, you guys have figured out a way to be yourselves. It's like a lifelong lesson. We always keep learning it, right? And it never ends. And it's hard when you're younger to figure that out. And what advice would you give to someone who still doesn't really quite know who they are?
I don't think you will know who you are. I think it's something that you're constantly learning the older you get. I mean, I'm not the same person I was when I was 17 or even last year. So, I mean, don't ever get discouraged with where you're at, but know that you're going to constantly be changing, and it's okay if stuff changes. I feel like a lot of people, especially our subscribers and on YouTube, when you start to change, they almost feel like, oh no, what's happening? This is like, this isn't good, I don't like it, let's stay the same. But like, that's life, and I think it's a good learning lesson for the people who've been watching us for a while. It's like, oh wow, people do change.
And I think another thing about finding out who you are is learning to accept yourself for who you are. And I just know a lot of times as YouTubers, we come across as so confident, and people are like, oh, like, you're so lucky that you are so confident and that you're not afraid to be you. But it's like, anybody can learn that, and I wasn't always that way. I don't think a lot of us are that way. I was, we all go through hard times, and it's something that I wanted to be. I wanted to be comfortable in my own skin, and it was a learning process to love myself for who I truly am and be comfortable with that.
Yeah, it's always funny that they do think that you're so confident, but then you have to think about the reality of the situation. I'm sitting alone in my apartment talking to a camera by myself. It doesn't take a lot of confidence to do that, and it takes a lot of confidence to put it on the internet, but that part in and of itself makes me seem more confident, because remember, I'm by myself. I'm not sitting in front of a stadium of people trying to do the same thing.
Have you guys ever performed in, well, you've performed, Lindsay, in front of a crowd, right?
Yeah, and you know, the funny thing is, kind of like we were talking about, you play a miniature character of yourself. And when I'm on stage, like I'm in the middle of my tour right now, and it's been the most amazing experience, but when I'm on stage, I am Lindsay Sterling, the violinist. And, but when I walk into a party and there's like the cute guy, I want to talk to, I'm Lindsay, the like, oh my goodness, it's a completely, we all have our areas where we're very confident and comfortable, and when you're playing that character, that's, you embody that. And like I said, I feel it's something you can learn in any aspect of life.
So sad.